everyone, it's time for another story, and tonight's story is, can you guess what character is it about? I'm gonna let you think about it just for a minute. You might wear a hat, you might have big ears. Is anyone guessing? Might have a trunk. Did anyone guess Dumbo? Okay. The story is called A Brand New Act. Camels, horses, elephants, and bears stepped out of the circus train as it pulled into town. The big top tent went up and performers began to practice. Everyone was busy getting ready for the circus first show. Everyone except, that is, Dumbo the flying elephant. He just watched quietly. "Hey, Dumbo, why so glum?" Timothy Mouse asked. He paused. "Oh, I know," he said. "You're tired of your act, aren't you? I suppose you want to try something new, something more exciting." Dumbo nodded. He and Timothy stepped into the tent. They saw pretty white horses rehearsing their act. Dumbo loved watching the horses prance around the ring in their fancy headdresses and saddles. "I think you'd be good at this," Timothy told his elephant friend. "You could be Dumbo the elegant elephant." Timothy fastened a saddle and bridle and feather onto Dumbo. "Now, just keep your head up," he instructed. "You'll be great." Dumbo stepped into the ring with the horses. The circus monkeys had followed Dumbo into the tent. They thought the elephant looked silly marching with the horses, so they started giggling. Hee hee, hee hee hee. Dumbo didn't pay any attention to them. He just focused on the act. But after a few minutes, he tripped over his ears and fell. The elephant looked at Timothy Mouse and shrugged. "Don't worry, Dumbo," said the mouse. "We'll find a new act that's more your style." That's not nice to laugh at someone else, is it? Okay, what happens next? The two friends went back to another ring inside the tent and watched the trapeze artist swing above them. "Your ears won't get in the way up here," Timothy exclaimed. "Dumbo, the acrobatic elephant, has a nice ring to it." After the performers were done, Dumbo flew to the platform and grabbed a trapeze. "1, 2, 3, go!" Timothy shouted. As Dumbo swung through the air, Timothy pushed a second trapeze towards him. The little elephant caught it with his trunk, but now he was stuck in midair, holding two trapezes that swung from opposite sides of the ring. "Let go of one trapeze," Timothy yelled, but Dumbo couldn't hear. "Let go," the mouse repeated. Dumbo let go of both trapezes at the same time. He fell toward the net below. When he landed, the net sunk way, way down. Then whoosh, Dumbo bounced way, way up and sailed toward the top of the tent. The monkey shrieked with laughter. They are not nice monkeys, are they? Yeah, I'm not liking the monkeys. When Dumbo reached the top of the tent, he began to fly. "Way to go," Timothy called as the elephant flew towards him. The monkeys cheered. A few minutes later, Dumbo spotted the bear family entering the ring. The youngest bear was learning a new act too. He was trying to roll a barrel while balancing on it. It wasn't easy, but at last he succeeded. When Timothy and Dumbo watched as the entire bear family rehearsed their act, the bears juggled while they rode unicycles. It looked like lots of fun. Look at those bears. Okay. Timothy stroked his chin thoughtfully. "I bet you could do this. You could be Dumbo the balancing elephant." So Dumbo hopped on a unicycle. At first he was a little wobbly. Then he got his balance and began to pedal. Dumbo rode proudly across the ring, but then but he was so excited that he forgot to watch where he was going. He was headed straight towards the snack bar. "Dumbo, look out!" Timothy shouted. Dumbo didn't know how to stop, though. Bam! The unicycle hit the side of the ring. The little elephant sailed through the air and landed in the snack bar with a crash. Dumbo wasn't hurt, but he was covered in cotton candy. "Oh dear," Timothy fussed, trying to wipe off the mess. "You need a good bath. Hurry, it's almost showtime. Look at that, he's covered in cotton candy." Poor little guy. Dumbo went to clean up in a tub just outside the tent. The band began to rehearse, and one of the monkeys stuck a banana in a tuba. Those monkeys are naughty. When the tuba player began to blow a note, the banana flew out and another monkey caught it. Dumbo and Timothy saw what had happened and couldn't stop laughing. Then the little elephant had an idea. When the band left to change into the uniforms, Dumbo filled his trunk with soapy water and poured it into the band's instruments. Uh-oh, that wasn't nice. The band returned shortly after he began to play as they marched into the circus ring. With every note, bubbles poured out of the instruments. The audience went crazy. Then Dumbo filled his trunk with soapy water again and flew into the circus ring. The audience cheered wildly as he soared over them. He blew bubbles until the circus tent was filled with them. Everyone loved the act. They clapped and they waved and tried to catch the bubbles. Oh my goodness. He turned the instruments into bubble machines. Yeah, that's not a good idea, I'm just saying. But he is super cute. "Wow," Timothy exclaimed when Dumbo's performance was over. "You're Dumbo the Flying Elephant with bubbles. I think you finally found an act that's just your style." Dumbo smiled happily. It was a great way to end the day. Well, that was a super fun story. I hope you have a lovely evening. It's time for bed. And we'll read you another story tomorrow night. We love you. Good night, everyone.